Hello, this is the Game Dev Diary for the 13th of February to the 2nd of March. This Game Dev Diary is going to be themed around communication, and let's get right into it. So starting with A Coven of Cards, our final major project. We've been working in the scene for the areas outside of the house. We decided to make it one scene instead of having the door be a transition zone to make the gameplay flow a bit better. This area outside the house on the left is getting done quite well. This was done by Moncho, as I was not working in the scene this past week due to something else we'll be talking about. So my challenge this week was communicating with Moncho what I wanted from him, what sorts of areas we needed from this area, little sub area. For example, we needed a well, a camp. Needed to make sure that the area met the design restrictions of a 3D isometric game, being that there's no major large items in the foreground. We have a camp, we have a well, which are part of the quest design, and the overall feel of the area. I communicated to him that I didn't like this darker green grass texture that we were currently having, so he went out and found a different texture pack, and it's turned out really well. In the future, I will be going over the rest of the forest area, as that's my area to make. And I'll have a time lapse of how we made that. In other news, I participated in the Game Jam, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it's fine. For a week, the theme was unexpected side effects, and the special object was butter chicken, for whatever reason. I was working with a stranger that I had not worked with before to try and make something cool. We settled on a tower defense game that we wanted to make, and I was doing some 3D modeling for this game. In lieu of our theme of communication, we had a lot of things to communicate in a short amount of time, and a few problems that we had to resolve through this communication. First of all, we had a time zone difference. This was somebody who lived on, I think, the west coast of America, and that's a massive difference. So pretty much our working times were flipped. So we had to the solution to this was that in the evenings I would share what progress I had done, and I would wake up the next day to his feedback and all of his ideas, and then I'd implement that in the morning, share in the evening, and we sort of have a back and forth that way. In communicating the needs of these 3D models, these buildings that I did, they were done in 10x10 tiles. That was important to the system to have them that size. And the chicken that I made had to be the wings and the feet had to be, and the head as well, had to be separate objects so they could be animated and move. In the end, the project didn't quite pan out. But I achieved what I wanted from it, which was a week's experience of doing a game jam. And all of the objectives that I had set for myself had been accomplished. But that's it for this diary. I'll see you on the next one.